piece of music. It works for me. Alright, let me finish organizing my windows real quick. Because, you know, I just gotta have them organized. There we go. I am gonna pause that real quick. I want to see something. Just want to double check my audio. Double check. Alright. Good for me. Winamp back on. Turn my audio down because it's allowed to me. And oh, I need water. Hold on. Okay, so with this quirky piece of music, we're taking our last load for our ground-based refinery, which we need. So, bookmarks, home. Because we're not maxed out in capacity, it's only 4 jumps instead of 7 jumps. That's pretty good. Alright, so on the planning side, where we left off, we were looking at building security stations, an agricultural farm, an industrial settlement that we could dock at, maybe an industrial settlement of some kind, an agro hub, so we can grow some food. Waiting for them to finish scanning me. And then the tourist. So in order to build security, we need relay satellites. So I think we'll look at the cost of a relay satellite. An agricultural center. Because I want to put like all of the non-dockable stuff on the ground. Because we really don't need dockable stuff on it. But I will have to put a some sort of hub on the ground somewhere. For like CNM composites and whatnot. We need a refinery and that, and a ground station. So I'll have to build a port somewhere in the system for a ground port. And I think I'm going to put that I don't know where I'm going to put it. Thinking maybe just right underneath the orbital outpost. Sup, Phoebe? How are you doing tonight? We're about to finish our first extractor location. And hungry. We'll get something to eat. Even if it's just a snack. Unless you're on a diet. It is Lent, so you might be on a diet. SAP 22. So I was thinking about what we're doing next. And I'm thinking I might go security. Yeah, leftover chicken nuggets and some wings. That sounds good. I like chicken nuggets and wings. It's always good. So, yeah, just trying to decide what I'm going to make next. Because we want to do a security station, at least one. We want to do an agricultural hub on the ground, the big one. And I want to do another mining facility. But we're going to need 2 more tier 2 points in order to make the mining station that I want. And that one's going to be a pain to make. It's big, it's grumpy. But it'll be my first large station in system, so. And I really want one. So I'm thinking about getting the points to queue up an asteroid base. And I gotta see what I need to do that. I'll drop this off. I'll get my butt in orbit so that the base can build out for the miner, and we'll see. I just did some passenger group transports and try to do some good fit for the dolphin now. Yeah, I told you a dolphin's good, but it's one of those things that once you get the taste of, I warned you about that you might want to get something bigger. So I said you could use your asp for it rather than buying a dolphin. But yeah, no. Now there is a funny thing about the dolphin. If set up correctly, my understanding is if you can set it up correctly, a dolphin can't overheat. It's like impossible to overheat. I don't know how true that is though. Not necessarily. Bigger groups don't always mean more money. Higher profile groups don't always mean more money either. Because sometimes you get money, sometimes they'll offer you items. I never take the item one because my beluga is not configured for cargo. And but the one I always take is I don't care about the money side of it usually, though the money can be good. I always go for the reputation. The reputation and influence. Those are the two that I always go for. Mainly because I have money. And because I have money, I don't really need to focus on that. I can just focus on run. However, this finishes off this planet. And I do need to put in a ground port, which you can land at, because you can't land at hubs or settlements. But I need to put a ground port in for those resources that can only be done in the ground. That's an industrial one. And I need to put in space satellite and I'm sorry, the relay satellite. And I don't know what else. Oh, the agricultural. But I gotta be careful because I want to make sure I have enough points to kick off the first asteroid base soon. Because where we are right now, I'll show you once we get the points for the current setup. look at the points and see what I've got and kind of plan it out. Because it's going to take a little bit. Don't you need to set up police stations first? Well, that's what the satellite's for. When I install the relay satellite, once that's been established, then I can start doing security installations. I'm sorry, not security installations, but I can start doing security stations in orbit. Yeah, security installation. That's right. Installations in orbit. Settlements on the ground. So I can start building security installations in orbit for police activity. So there's that. We're building towards the security installations, but I want to get the asteroid base placed. Not completed, but placed. So that I can just take all the... I don't have... Like, this load here, I'm running low. I'm actually running... Oops. I'm running underweight. Right now I'm running with just under 600 tons. If I put the asteroid base up, I will never come back underweight. Because I'll just say, I need some more steel, and just shove it in there. Because I'll know exactly what I need. Steel, aluminum, copper, whatever. And I got an extra few tons of weight. Just round it out. Just round it out with whatever's left. Ooh. Fine. And that'll help with, building the asteroid base. But it'll also help us never actually run underweight. I'll always be at maximum weight that way. And that's kind of a good goal that you want to be at. Hold on, I gotta get back up above derp. I came in too far out. Let me get up to about 70,000. Then we'll realign to our base, which should be about 100k out. Yeah, there she is. And we can just glide on in. Now, it's more of just having a place to dump resources when I'm doing other runs. Because if I need, like, say, emergency power cells, that one is one of those that I have to go 200 light years to go pick up emergency power cells. And having to go out there to pick up just a handful of emergency power cells is super annoying. I mean, super annoying. Because, like, a lot of times you're like, like, for this base, I needed, like, 180, I think. But for the last one we built, the last hub, I needed, like, 50. But if I can go out there and grab, like, 3, 4, 500 or more, and just come back and hit multiple bases and just fill them up, that's kind of what I want to do. I gotta have enough build points to be able to start staging buildings to do that. Just can't always, I can't do that right now, and I'm just, like, building one at a time because that's all I got points for. Got lucky and got a passenger mission for 15 peoples. Exactly. Some of them are really nice. If you actually look at them, a lot of them are only like one jump out. So if you can fill up your passenger cars with, if you have like say 30 businessmen passenger cars, and you can fill up your 30 cars with like say 2 or 3 trips, it's so much better. Yay! Ugh. There it goes. Now I have to auto launch, and the staging ground will change. So if I get above like a reasonable height here, here, about 1K. And we look down. That's a staging ground. If you hang out long enough, we'll actually watch it change. I think I get a little farther away though, for it to reset. The moment 16 business is max for me. That's, yeah, because you're in a okay. You're in a dolphin right now, so that sounds alright. Hey look, it changed. Now I don't think we can land at this one. No, it's still a construction site. I'm ready for it to stop being a construction site. Because I don't think I can land at those. I could push a bit more for 3 people or less. Can I do shorter trips? Okay, so in my experience, when you're doing people transport, find the ones that are only like 1 hop out. Fill your hold with 1 hop outs. So have a bubble that you consider a hop. So let's say 20 layers. Okay, that's a good 1 hop. And pick up all the missions you can take within that region, within that 20 layer hop. Okay? Run them all out, go back to your original base or wherever you stopped, and load them back up and do it again. Now, what I do for maximum profit and maximum reputation is I will find everybody who's going to one system. So if I got like 2 or 3 jumps that are going to the same system, I'll pick them up, go to that system, do the run, drop them all off. Even going to different planets, drop them off. And then while I'm there, I pick up another round of passengers and just bounce around like that. That's one of the things I like doing. Now, if I can take multiple jobs, exactly. It is, and the more reputation you have, and the larger, and the higher quality, the higher count you have for beds. So if you only have 16 people, it's kind of hard because a lot of them are between 16 and 20. But if you can get yourself up to an Orca or something like that, where you can have around 30, you can easily start taking more than 1 job. It's a little harder in the smaller ships, unless you're looking for commoners or light business, but mostly commoners. And never, ever, ever use first class cabins unless you're in a really large ship. They're not worth it. So, in order to set up the security station in orbit, my notes say I want a security installation in orbit which is a tier 2, so it requires, pick a style. It's going to require a tier 1 block. Boom. And it's going to require missing ray. I'm surprised this one's not done yet. Oh, it's still constructing. These build anywhere between like a few minutes and like an hour or whatever. Sometimes you have to leave and come back. However, we know we need a relay station. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to throw way out here. Because it's not going to take much to build. And throwing it way out in the middle of no man's land isn't a bad idea. I also think I find more in the system around the station than needed for jumps. Yeah, that's normal. Just watch out for the ones that are like 100,000 light seconds out or whatever. I usually try and keep them within like, 10, 15,000 light seconds. Anything longer than that's usually a nuisance. It's not always worth it. So in this case, I'm going to go with this relay station. And we're going to begin construction there. Okay, so this one was placed. Yep, there we go. So the other one finished. So that gives me 1 pip there. That gives us construction for orbital there. And I think I'm going to throw next to that the satellite. And we agreed we were going to go with this one. I'm going to go with the Angelia. Which works for me. Okay. And that gives me the foundation I need in order to build the my first asteroid base. I finished those. Now, in order to get the next part we need, I'm going to need a port, and I'm going to need an agricultural. So I was in industrial. Which one's got the water geysers? Let's see here. Yep, going for that large farm. I gotta find the one that's got the geysers on it. If you haven't had geysers. Carbon dioxide geysers. Water geysers, so this one. That one's going to be the tourist destination. And for the farm, I'm just going to pick a planet for the farm. I don't care where it goes. trying to keep like all the touristy type stuff down here and all the industrial stuff over here. So put the agro farm here. It doesn't matter where it is in the system as long as we have one. What do you mean I can't build on planets? I can build on most. I can build on. The only planets I can't build on is my water worlds. It's the one I can't build on. Where's... I'm talking to C, right? Yeah. So I was meaning the water world would be... Exactly. The water world would be a great one for... an agricultural facility. Even if I had to build it in orbit... You know what I mean? Where you go, where they give you like an orbital location to dump all the resources on. And then it, you know, builds the inaccessible plot in the ground. That'd be cool. I was considering using one of those spaceports for an agricultural plot, but I decided instead we're gonna have a cylindrical space colony. Don't know which one yet. I haven't decided. We're gonna have a cylindrical space colony. I'm gonna have a tourist center, and I'm gonna have a space bar. Those are the three I'm gonna put up there. There's an artificial impact site and 3 artificial structures. That's interesting. Alright, well, I don't care about that. We're just going to find a place to drop this thing. How about pole side? Let's go to the pole. The reason I say pole is because that would give them the most sun year-round. Green Dragon in. No, I was thinking like the bar might be like dragons, fish, and chips or something. Farms, can't we just do corpse starch? We're not quite that destitute yet. Not in this game. Dragonfly bar, that's a good one too. The only downside to giving things custom names is it costs about $3 a piece. Or $4 a piece. It's like $3 or $4 to name each item. So when I name something, it's going to be a place that people can actually visit. Those are the first ones I'll name, and if I can afford it, I'll pick it up. Yes, it is real money. It takes ARC, and it takes 5,000 ARC to do your own custom naming, and 5,000 ARC is about $3. Now, I actually do need to check to see if, because I do have, like, donation platform configured, or it did. I haven't checked it in a while, so I don't know if my Ko-fi still works, and I don't know if my Patreon still works. Those might, and I don't know if my direct tip still works. I have to check. But considering I really get people in here, I set those up like initially when I started streaming a couple years ago. And haven't checked because, frankly, I don't really get a lot of people visiting me. I think if I have more than like 3 people, it's a miracle day. Come on, stall the engine. Okay, so in this case, we're looking for an agricultural. Now, can I do an agricultural that is a port? I can do an industrial. That's what I'm going to do, probably. Scientific. No. Settlement. I try to pop in when I can. Yeah, you stop in most of the time. You know, you pop in most of the time, and I greatly appreciate it. So I can do it. We're looking at doing it. What's tier 2 cost me? Right, we're gonna do a tier 2 because then I don't have to make 1. It's gonna cost me a yellow though. But it's cheap to make. Okay. I'm gonna make this one. I am gonna burn the yellow to get this one, but it's gonna give me 2 tier 3 construction points, which we need in order to get our Corollas up and running. So if I do this, I'm committed to losing that point. Alright, hold on. Right. I think I want a port. I want an industrial port. I kind of like that one though. I like the Tithias port. The Ponds is pretty good. Ponus? I want it to look somewhat civilized here. If we're gonna do an industrial, let's make it at least somewhat civilized looking. I think the Tethys is probably the best one. No, let's go with the methods. Actually, you know what? I kind of like that exactly where it is. I do. Okay, get that placement started. Then we'll get out of the way. Okay, so ad time it is. Now I have 3 locations under construction, all of which will barf up a So that would give me, once I finish these, that'll give me 4 points that I can use for the agricultural station and the asteroid belt. But in order to build the security station, I need the relay satellite, and 1 yellow. So I'll need 1 more yellow. I need 5 yellows. Oh, I know. If we build ourselves a port, tier 1 port there, that'll take care of our needs. Not what I want. We'll put a port on this planet. And that'll give us a ground port. I don't know if ports can do large, ports can do large locations. Large, yeah, I can't count this from here. Alright, so we'll cancel this. We'll go down to orbit. Now from orbit, and, oh wait, is it above me? Where is it? I want to see if I can build a port without having to have a tier 3 bit. If I can build a port without a tier 3 bit, then that would be nice. Oh, garbage. I don't care, I'm not playing with that. Just take me down to the ground. Because by the time I get down there... No. Let's get back. Let's go back. How's it going, bro? What you up to? How's the weather down there? You having a good day? It's been a while since you popped in. I was wondering about you. Everything going good with you? Alright, let's get above derp. You back, Phoebe? Ads over. Yeah, the ads get a little brutal sometimes. I just had to drop you with like 3 minutes of ads. Going to lurk. Always good. Well, we're going to take ourselves down and we're going to see what it costs us to build a port and see if the port will have what we want. So we gotta build the last vestiges of our tier 1 stuff. I need one more. One more point. And then we got it. God, we're close to the ground. Okay, let's stop. Good. So if we do a planetary port, tier 1, these do have large pads, so and then we'll do what we want. Hold on. What did I build over here? Grange hub. Oh, that's a port. I installed a port on that planet. I think. Oh god, what did I install over there? Because that one was huge. Imagine if I put a settlement over there. If I built an industrial. Because if I build a planetary port, yeah, 10,000 steel, 7,000 aluminum. Okay, so yeah, I put an actual port over there. I just also checked some website where I could get Orca and how to fit the ship. Fitting the ship is the easy part. To be honest, I've never had a problem figuring out how to fit a ship. That's the easy part. The hard part is sometimes finding ones. And Nara is probably your best bet. So 1, 3, 4. So we still need a 5th node. What do we want to do? I mean, I could do an extraction or a high-tech or industrial. Because the agricultural we're going to do a special way. Alright, I'm unsure. I'm undecided. let's go ahead and go back to orbit, and we'll start sorting out what we've got. I think that's what we're going to do. Because I need one more tier 1 in order to make everything else. Hard points out. So we have outpost spaceport, space station. We have the firing relay, which is a refinery hub, and the schooling the metallurgical territory plus, which is a extraction settlement. Already completed. Now, let's get some numbers for those satellites. So, satellite number 1. We need aluminum. Taking notes here. The idea here is when I go out to grab things like the food cartridges as an example, I can just go grab enough for all 3 stations. Insulating membrane. Liquid oxygen. Oops, I screwed up. From computer buzzes on insulating membrane. Missed the copper. Food cartridges. Fruits and vegetables. Insulating liquid hydrogen. Microcontrollers. Polymers. Scroll down. Power generators. Semiconductors. Steel. Superconductors. Titanium. Water purifiers. Good. Okay. So for this site, which is the for vision, we need some notes. We need 1332 83. Oops. And computer components, I need 23. Copper, I need 86. Food cartridges, I need 25. Fruits and vegetables, 9. Insulating membranes, 111. Liquid oxygen, 657. Microcontrollers, 13. Polymers, 167. Power generators. Generators, we're going to need 9. Semiconductors, we need 34. Steel, we're going to need 1, 2, 2, 2. Superconductors, 34. Titanium, 1565. Water, 21. Water purifiers, 14. Alright, second station. This one is Con. Con requires 15 water purifiers, 26 water, 1691 titanium, 40 superconductors, 10, nope, steel, raw and steel, 2330 steel, semiconductors, I need 40, power generators, I need 10, polymers, 199, microcontrollers, none. Oops. Oxygen. Right, I needed polymers and then switch to oxygen, which is 814. Scrolling up. Insulating membrane. 1, 2, 3. Fruits and vegetables. 10. Food cartridges. 29. Copper. 86. Computer components. 25. Ceramic composites. 98. And aluminium. 1042. Now the last station we have to build out is the hub. It says the hub, that's really my port, I think. Yeah, so hub. We'll call it that. So this one's going to be 7240 for that. Building fabricators. Is going to be 1, 4, 3. Oops, my window isn't wide enough. There we go. After building fabricators, it's ceramic composites. Ceramic composites, we need 791. After ceramic composites, I need CMM for this one. That one's going to be a little trickier to get. Only because there's not a lot of ports that sell it, so that's going to take a little more time to do. After that, it's computer components, where I need 98. Copper. Right, copper's the next one on this list. So 410 copper. I do need emergency power cells for this one. So this one's gonna be I'm gonna have to go out to the boonies to get power cells. 71. Now after that, it's evacuation shelters. Where we need, what is it now? 196. Then food cartridges, 132. Fruits and vegetables, 100. Hold on, gotta move down. Okay. And maybe this will should read. Okay. After fruits and vegetables, it's liquid oxygen. Oops. Hold on. Insulating membrane. Liquid oxygen. Liquid oxygen is what a ton. 2,000 liquid oxygen. Microcontrollers. Okay, so after liquid oxygen, it's medical diagnostic equipment, which is going to come before microcontrollers. Let's change this to diag equipment. And in this case, for diag equipment, we're going to need 49. Non-lethal weapons. So, non-lethal weapons. I need what? Non-lethal weapons, I need 34. Polymers, I need 709. Power generators, I need 67. After that is semiconductors for 98. Steel is 10,485. It's a lot of steel. This one's going to take me a couple of days to do. After steel, we have structural regulators. Which is going to cost me 709. And then superconductors, which is the next one, which is going to be 143. After superconductors, I need surface stabilizers. Surface stabilizers are 634. Oh, I misspelled stabilizers. Wait a minute. How do I say stabilizers? S-T-A-B-I-L-I-S-E-R-S. Yeah, whatever. Survival equipment. Survival equipment, I need 53. Land enrichment systems. Don't know why that's down here. And for this one, I need 70. And then I need titanium, 5, 6, 12. And then nothing else, so it doesn't need water or anything. Okay, cool. So that is a rather long shopping list. There's 27 items on our shopping list for 3 stations. Now, again, I'm not worried about the hub or getting the starport. You know, quick build. The idea here is to go ahead and get the parts that we need that are easily accessible. So I'm going to go start this conversation by taking out we're going to start, I think, with the emergency power cells. Now, emergency power cells are up here. It's one of the farthest things away from me. And I do have to make a stop for gas along the way. So anything past about 2-3 jumps, I need to stop for gas. And we're good to go. We'll start with those power cells, and then we'll backtrack. Because that's one of the things that I have to go the farthest for. So I might as well just start out there and come in. Most of this I can pick up along the way. It's not really that big of a deal. So it should be okay. If we just pick that up first. As I don't really have much desire in doing the ground station first. But we're going to do the ground station. We're going to do, we're going to go out there to grab the power cells. We'll see what else they happen to have for the 3 stations. And then we'll move in. So, we'll go from there to, say, the food facility where I can get food from. To the agricultural facility, and start moving from there. And then move on in. By the time I do this one in the agricultural facility, I'll probably be full. I might even be full coming off of Kepler. Because Kepler will have the emergency power cells, the evacuation shelters. They might have the medical equipment. Which is a little harder to find. The land enrichment systems. That one's not too bad. I've seen several places that have that. The microcontrollers they might have. So they have that. I'll definitely pick those up because I don't remember seeing those in too many places. Oh. Why am I overheating? Oh, it's going to do this close to this compact binary. I'm not paying attention to my distance from the suns. So yeah, I think that'll work. So we'll start there. We'll pick up what we need, and then we'll kind of hobble our way back to town. What am I doing? Wait a minute. First off, I have a load of... Wait, did I not drop the resources here? No, I dropped the resources there. But I'm... Alright. I have... I don't know why this is taking so long. Because I'm sitting on... No, I am empty. Oh god, damn visual bugs driving me nuts. Hold on. Okay, fine. Give me Kevlar. Yes, please. Okay. It panicked me because it said I had 500 steel on me when I thought I deposited that, and I did deposit it. It just gets kind of weird sometimes. It's really disturbing. It's one of the few bugs that really annoys me. Because it makes me misbuy things sometimes. Or go around and go to the wrong system because I went going after something else that I'm like, oh, I already had that or didn't need that or whatever. Happens all the time. The other thing that I always do is do my D-scanner. I always do the D-scanner. Don't always do the FSS or the planetary scanners if I have a planetary scanner on board. But I do always try to do the D-scanner because that picks up just a little bit of extra money as you're going. Now, if you actually do the FSS, you'll benefit from that because you'll get more and more systems. More planets and moons and stuff, not the planet, but the stations and the ground facilities marked on your map. Doesn't always help, but it is useful. In this case, this is my last jump before I have to start finding a place to pick up some gas. So I got 3 jumps left. Low security, clean. I'm debating what I want to do from the power in my base, in my station, my system. Because, kind of have to decide. What do we got here? I can't land there. Well. Give me all the planets. I don't care about your signals. I'm looking for planets. There's a planet. Because by doing this, we'll get planets mapped, or at least located. And by having all the planets located, we'll be able to find POIs that will give us gas. Just gotta go above the plane. And then hope we can find ourselves a nice... There's enough traffic in the system that I'm hoping we can find what we're looking for here. And finding gas stations and marking them when you're on trader runs is essential. So I guess this one's got a decent gas station. You know, I'll mark it as a gas station. Even if it's annoying to get to because it's a planet or whatever, I'll still mark it. Alright. Now, what do we have? Anything? Please tell me this. Nope. Alright. That was a bust. So our next hop is population less. Oh, baby. There we go. $5 billion. That's going to have what I need. Guaranteed. Guaranteed that'll have what I need. If it's got 5 billion people, it's going to have a good size orbital station. It's usually a good indicator that's going to have a large orbital station. Come on, baby. See, it's got multiple orbital stations. So we can come out here, find ourselves a nice orbital station. What are you? Non-industrial. That might be useful, actually. What are you? Agricultural? Industrial? Industrial? Alright, so let's grab that. This industrial part. Let's grab this one. Because I might luck out and it's got what I need. I know Kepler has what I need, but if I can find someone that's a little closer than Kepler, I'll take it. And if this area happens to have um, power cells and agricultural goods, it's not a bad one-stop shop. It's finding good systems that you can use. As players build out their systems, you'll find more and more useful goods. And I am like on the edge of space, so for me, it tends to be a problem because I am way out. I'm way out in the no man's land. So, there is that. It's a huge thing for me. Because I am on the actual fringe. And since they haven't reopened the ability to build new colonies, there's no one around me building at the moment. But it's kind of good and bad. But I do know that once I get my economy straightened out, my system will get a lot of use. Because it's going to be a high industrial sector. And there we go. And this is what I want to build. I want to build one of these. This is the kind I want to build over my water planet. With that big old agricultural ring and a couple of hemp rings, if I can. But I think this is the one we get. And Orbis, yeah, this is it. This big old agro ring. Personally, I think it'd be nice if they would allow you to have a little more customization on your stations. Because on carriers, you can do color schemes and whatnot. And I don't think you can do that on stations. Now, you might be able to with these big ones. I don't know where yet, so I don't know. I know you can't on the outpost. I don't get any control over its coloring or whatever. Slap 22, welcome back. I thought you were gone for the day. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see, and we'll build it out. So like I said, we're going to build that spaceport. We're going to build a couple of orbitals. Things. So let's see if this has got what we're looking for. Let's see here. Food cartridges, liquor. Skimmers. Nope. 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 Okay. Auto launch. I was really just stopping in for gas, but they didn't have what I needed. Because we're... Oh. I lost my route because I came here. There's Kepler. You know... Mark, this is like a midway station. so I can come here, grab gas, and then head on. I kicked a bot off and then accidentally banned. Don't ban the people. Did you unban her? Hold on. She. Don't tell me you banned somebody you weren't supposed to. That sucks. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta remember how to do this again. Okay. Baby, if you're back, let me know. So that I can make sure that we're okay. Sweet. Okay, thank you. Sorry, 22 is kind of new. Since he's like the one that I have that's like super regular. I made him a mod yesterday, and he's still learning the controls when the bots pop in. It is a tragic life. But, don't worry, I have another. Okay, good. Alright. No, it's all good. It's new, it's practice. Yeah, the only bot that should be in the channel is Streamlabs. Streamlabs, Streamlabs, or Night. There are some actual approved bots for that channel. I just don't know if I still have any. Yeah, Stream Elements is active. That's what's screwing up. But yeah, no, it's not too bad. Yeah. We're doing a thing here. It's interesting that Elite Dangerous usually gets me decent views and over on YouTube, and today, last couple days, I've had none. It's kind of sad. Oh well. We'll live through it. We'll live. There it is. Almost where we need to go. And what we'll do is we'll pop back into that system for gas. We'll see it on the map. Oopsie daisy. I still need to get some grippy pads for my throttle, though. It slides all over the place. It's either that or I need to screw it down. I really don't want to do that. Don't want to poke holes in my desk. So I'm going to grab some sticky pads this week when I go to the store. Because that'll be useful. But yeah, no. Like I said, Elite Dangerous is probably one of my favorite modern games. Though I do play... What else do I play? Not in stream, but what else do I play? A lot of. I poke at a couple of games like Star Trek Online and Neverwinter. I do kind of poke at those games, but not like I do this. This game's been off and on for me, but I've been really happy with the way they've handled all the changes and early changes since I've come back. It's been really nice. A lot of quality of life fixes, a lot of little stuff. Now that we have colonies, though, it'd be nice if they would let us go back to forming minor factions again. So that you can mark all your colonies with your faction. That'd be nice. And not just be like, oh, I own that thing. But actually say, it's my colony. And actually have your colony name associated with it as one of the minor factions that's only in your colony. And have it for it doesn't affect any other colony that anywhere else, but only affects your colonies. That'd be nice. Because then people could recognize, oh, this person owns like 10 colonies. Because you can decide, like, you want to do business with that, particular group or people or that person or whatever. There we go. There's Kepler City. That's what we're out here for. Where is it? There she is. This is a really nice system that somebody found. I didn't get this lucky. This is a fixed system that, the devs set up, which is really a nice system. It's really nice. And it's funny because I'm associated with fuel rats. Of all groups to get associated with, I'm associated with the fuel rats. Which is one of, if not the oldest player group in ED. And they're like 300 light years from me. I don't know why. But I think I'm going to put a power in my system. I might put a fed power down there. Try and install fed power. Since that's my big faction. That's one I have the most standing in. And I'm trying to get a Federation Corvette. That'd be nice. That'll be nice. Because it's faster than a T9 and it's about as big. It's actually a little bigger, I think. But I gotta have Rear Admiral. I think it is. Once again, I want... Don't... 22. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's part of learning. But you fix the mistake, and next time you know better what you're doing. So odds are it's not going to happen again. So we're all good. Misclicked and fixed it. No problem. Exactly. It's not like you kicked out VV and then you know, left her out in the wind. That would be a tragedy. That's all good. There we go. Did you get the satellite and facility plant finished? Not finished, placed. So, the, let me get back to the system real quick since I can. Hold on. So I pull up my system. We have finished the outpost. We finished our refinery. And we finished our extraction site. So these two should start building raw and refined minerals as we speak. And if we go back to the system view, now I want to bet. Wrong key. And if you go back to our system view, under colonial, we have down here, we have our relay satellite and our standard satellite. And up here, we have a port. How many things can you build on a planet? Just curious. It tells you. So, like, on this planet, I can build 2. On this planet that's got the port on it, I can build 1. These are all 1s. These 2 are 2s. These are 1s. I have a total of total available sites 12. Total construction sites right here. So that's like 15 ground sites total in this system. And there was 34 in space. 33 after I built my basic outpost. So most of my stuff's going to be in orbit. But I'm trying to use the ground stations where I can. Because there's certain things you can only get from ground stations. You want to make sure you have certain ground facilities operational. Because there's things you can only get down there. Like CMM composites. So I need the spaceport. Okay. So we are here for where is it? Here it is. This is the one thing I need from this base that I can only get. This is the closest place I can get them. Emergency power cells. Emergency power cells, I need 71. Okay, so we have emergency power cells. Okay, let me know when you're back from the ads as usual. So power cells are done. I can get heat suits while I'm here. I don't need any heat suits? No heat suits. Okay. Land enrichment systems. I do need those. Let me grab 70 of those while I'm here. Okay, so that's my land enrichment systems. So, okay, my land enrichment systems. I have power cells. Let's see here. What else do we need? Evacuation shelters. And a bunch of those. Medical diagnostic equipment. Medical diagnostic equipment. I need 49. 49 medical diagnostic equipment. Microcontrollers, I need 13. Non-lethal weapons. Non-lethal weapons. I need 34. Trying to get a lot of these little things out of the way. Because it makes life easier. Power generators. Can I buy power generators here? I can get evac shelters. Surface stabilizers. Structural regulators. No. Computer components I can get in a couple of different places. Semiconductors I can get in different places. Survival equipment. Let's see. No survival equipment. Water and water purifiers. No water purifiers and no water. Alright, so on that note, we have 2/3 of our facility free. So what can we cram in here? Ceramic composites would be good. I don't have ceramic composites. I do have semiconductors. They're a little expensive. I don't care about price. But yeah, semiconductors. What do I need for those? Yeah, I only need about 200 of those. So semiconductors, I need 34 for one base. And I need 40 for the other satellite. Wait. Oh no, that was bad. Okay, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. I was marking superconductors, not semiconductors. Okay, and then I need 98. And that takes care of semiconductors for all 3 sites. I don't need any medicines. Metals I just use to fill up cargo space. I have no other options. No other needs. I don't need robotics, don't need heat suits, don't need... Well, structural regulators. I need 700 of those. I need a bunch of surface stabilizers too. But... I guess we can just fill the hole with whatever we want. Because... yeah, I don't really need anything else. That's specific to this station or the station tab. Evacuation shelters. I need evac shelters. I need 196. Takes care of the evac shelters. And I leaves me with 115 tons. So I guess what do we got? I can grab aluminum. Yeah, let's grab aluminum. I don't see anything else here that we need. Alright. So I guess just grab aluminum since... You know what? Considering the sheer amount of... Nah, it doesn't matter. Aluminum, steel. Copper would be good too. Let's grab aluminum. Alright. So that takes care of... This is going to take care of so many things that we need. It's going to be so nice. So many small things. Alright. Galaxy map. Now, from here, if we want to go home... we will run out of gas where? How it glitched on me again. Hold on, we gotta figure out. Where's the end of our run? It's always a nuisance. I don't have a planned route to bring a full load back from up here. Here it is. Kunte. Kunte is a single tank of gas. what it's saying is probably the optimized route. So then we'd have to stop there, grab some gas, and then find the next waypoint. Gotta get some waypoints established for this route. I mean, I try to come up here as little as possible because it's so far away. I might look to see what I need to build in order to build the emergency power cells, because that would help us out a lot. If I knew how to build emergency power cells. I'm gonna need high tech, I'm sure. I need an industrial and I need a high tech. I'm aware of that. So, which we're already going to build those anyway. And once we get the asteroid stations in, we'll have lots of extractors. That's an important thing too. Can multiple colonized systems work together and with trade and security? We have no control over that. We can't control the economy. So while we do own it, and we can design and build a system around what we want it to be, we don't actually have any control over who they trade with or when or why or whatever. But if I can get my system established with all of the right things, then in that little pocket of the galaxy, I'll be able to supply like everything that people need. So we're gonna get an industrial, and we're gonna get a high-tech fabrication center on one of the planets as a minimum. And depending on how that goes and how many resources we're getting, I might actually put them in orbit too. So we can try and get some more. Because if I can get, all these things that I have to go forever to go get in system somewhere, it'll be amazing. Just like I have the port dropped, but I really have no interest in building the port at the moment because it takes so many resources to build. And while I do have a refiner and I have an extractor and a refiner on site, I don't have a place to buy those resources until I get the port. Now, the outpost might have resources now, or be at least developing resources, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. Not until I go grab a medium ship, one of the smaller ships, like my Mandy or whatever. It's kind of a catch-22, because it doesn't have a large landing pad, which is why the port's important. Because that doesn't require a lot of resources to build the port. Well, not a lot of tier 2, tier 3 resources to build. But it does take a lot of mineral resources. That was going to take a while. I'll probably start building that next weekend. Because after I get the these 2 satellites done, I'm going to set up the agricultural, the industrial, and the high-tech. And I'll probably use some tier 1 industrial and high-techs. On the ground. Just kind of get them kick-started. And hopefully by next weekend, I'll actually have things in order. And I'll be able to use my T8 in system from the outpost to start shuttling some resources like steel or whatever from inside the system. That'll make it real quick if I got, steel being made in system. Probably need another refiner, another extractor, but we'll see. And once you get your system stabilized and configured, it'll actually start trading on its own with nearby systems. And you can see trade routes and whatnot under the trade view. Because I only have one small outpost, and I don't have much for resources to deploy yet, there's not going to be a lot of trade from my system, to and from my system. But once I start getting some of it built up, we'll be good. Alright. Give me a station. Come on, station. Bellamy Enterprise. There we go. Now, if I can get some arc built up, though, some arcs built up, then what I might do is I might allow people to help name, like some of y'all that are here often, like the 22 is always here, and that VB keeps going up. Let VB do one where they start naming like some of the facilities, because like 22's got some good names, but let y'all name like the mining facility or whatever, one of the extractors, one of the satellite arrays or something. But I gotta have enough arcs to do that. I mean, you figure I'm gonna have, in this system alone, 34 plus 15, 49 locations to do all of them at 5K each adds up quick. Real quick. So you're looking at 125K, which is a lot. Billions my system will have billions when we're done. Because it's going to have 3 asteroid bases and 2 2 of these larger stations like this one. I might use the cube, but because these stations have like, you know, like a billion people each or whatever. Whether it's the cube ones or one of these torus ones. So, each of them is like a billion people. Now, my system at the moment if we go back to my system real quick. I'm up to 6,000 people. I have a whopping 6,000 people in my system right now. Factory for low dragon plushies. I have not built the industrial facility yet. I need to build an industrial, agricultural, and high tech. Either as a settlement or a hub. I'm gonna install. So now that would be a great name for it, for the industrial center, is to call it the Pro Plushie Factory. However, my spaceport is industrial, so that might actually do something for us. Our manufacturing side. Let's see. Water purifiers. That might be useful. Really, not that much. Some survival equipment, some water purifiers. I don't know. I don't think it's really gonna be that useful. No system to mark, but it would be a good system to mark because it's got like a bunch of orbitals, but not sure. No, I can't use that. Only because of what that other group, that other company did with it. Can't do that. So, because of that, I can't. It limits a lot of what I can do because of that one company. Oh wait, can I get to... Can I get to Pandabo? Panjabo? I can't make it to Panjabo from here. Okay. I can work with that. That's why I have so many waypoints. Is so that I can figure out how to do a map. But no, because of the conflicts with that particular name, which I didn't know about until probably a year after I started streaming under this one, that they even existed. So, but since I don't have a huge following, I'm probably just going to change my name at some point. And see if that helps improve viewership. Because actually the BA is initials. Because it's Bella Amethyst Dragon. BA Dragon. But, you know, I always thought I was clever to, you know, to smash together and drop the D and be Bad Dragon. That was fun. It was funny. Unfortunately, I think it's why I don't get a lot of viewers. They see the name and just, they instantly think the wrong thing and associate it with, you know, that junk channel. So. Goo Dragon. Goo. That doesn't even sound interesting. I think I appreciate the suggestion. Yeah, I don't think people will get that one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was just dropping the BA off of it. Honestly. I feel that'd probably be the easiest way to still make it recognizable, still keep it consistent with people. And, remove the inappropriate stigma. So, but yeah, if you haven't popped over there, I do have basically 3 YouTube channels that I play with. I have my gaming channel, which is all of my live streams, plus all of the games reviews and stuff that I've done over the years, as I try different things over there. Should be in the description. And I have a TV show channel that I started a while back that has like anime and TV shows that I couldn't seem to find anywhere online, and they don't have copyright strikes against them, so posting those. Trying to keep that one daily, but that one's kind of hard because of trying to dig up shows that don't have copyright strikes is rough sometimes. And then I have my music channel, which is a lot easier. I do occasionally do like full videos. I don't do them too much because they're time consuming, and I'm not very creative at times. When I have an inspiration, it's just like, bam, done. But if I'm not inspired, those kinds of videos are really hard for me. But I do drop a lot of music in there. I try to keep it to like one a day. And there's a lot of like Macross music in there. And there's a lot of, I just started doing a Dragon Ball album. I think the next one I was looking at was a Sailor Moon album from the 90s. I don't know, I haven't checked to see if that one's got copyrights on it. But if you're looking for more things that I've put out, there's always something going on in my channels. It's always something. Darkin, I like the name of the system. The people who got into this colonization thing super early. Got some really great names for systems. And while we can pay ARCs for station and facility names, they won't let us use ARC to buy system names yet. Which is a shame. It really is a shame. Because that ain't like the system like, Dragon's Roost or something. And do like, dragon fish and chips. And, do the Dragon High bar for the pub. And, like, Dragon Talon mining. Dragon Talon mining, we dig, so you don't have to. The Dragon Plushie Factory. That's a good one. I like the Dragon Plushie Factory. I might actually use that one. The Dragon's Plushie Factory. I like that. Just come up with a bunch of silly names like that for everything. Exactly. Everybody wants their plushies. No reason for them not to get the plushies. It's funny because I have plushies of all kinds of stuff. And if you've seen Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves, there is Thunderstrong, which is the big fat red dragon. And I went out of my way when it went on sale to buy the plushie of this thing. And he is a chunky boy. It's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love that particular dragon. It doesn't sit anywhere. It's not comfortable. You can't snuggle with it. He's just too. It's way overstuffed. He's actually hard. He's that overstuffed. But it's fantastic. And my most recent plushie acquisition is actually an intellect devourer, which is over on my Blue Sky and my X account. Which I probably need to update my links this weekend. I think all my links are wrong again. But yeah, no, I like plushies. It's probably the most girly thing I do. Because I don't do the rest of the girly stuff. I don't wear dresses. I don't wear the heavy makeup and all that jazz in real life. Yeah, it's fun. It's you know, it's like light girly. I don't mind being a little light girly, and they're cute, absolutely adorable. I think I have too many. I think my house has like 6 Stitches. Most of them are Build-A-Bear. I probably have like 15 Build-A-Bear Pokemon. They're all super adorable. Which is why I bought them, but, you know, it's a thing. Yeah, it's just the way life works. But no, I have my players playing Hero Quest right now. And they're enjoying their time with the game. We had to make it a little more complicated in the base rules because the base rules get kind of boring. But I'm debating how to handle it once they finish the fixed expansions that are out there. And I'm thinking about putting them against like silly things from D&D like intellect devourers and such. That and rust monsters and all that jazz. Good. Congratulations. I never did an Orca. I went to a I went from my ASP to a T6 and then the T8. And with the T8, I was able to buy a T9 pretty quickly. And I did buy my Beluga with arcs, so there is that. My T6 and my T9 I bought with, you know, arcs money. But I did that because I wanted to kind of get back into the game pretty quick. And I didn't want to sit there and go through the longer grind. But honestly, I wish I hadn't bought the T6. I wish I just bought the T8 and bought the Beluga, because I don't use the T6 like ever. Now my Mandy, that is an amazing ship. I love it. For exploration, it's an amazing craft. I honestly think it's probably the best exploration craft currently available. I hope we get more in that style. She also has like 12 seal plushies. I never was into seals. I know people who are into seals and otters and all of that. They're cute, don't get me wrong. But not ones that I got into. My partner got into nifflers for a while. which is from Harry Potter. She just thought the nifflers were stupid cute. They are cute, don't get me wrong. They are cute. So I have a bunch of those. And I have a bunch of Snorlaxes. I just find that comfortable to sleep with. A big old fat Snorlax. It's a great plushie to have. Mine's one of those like 18 or 24-inch jobs that's like super overstuffed. It's great. It's not hard or anything, but it is overstuffed. I sleep with that. It's comfortable. But yeah, no, it's plushies and stuffed animals and whatnot. It's just they're just a thing. They're popular for good reason. So yeah, I might have to have a plushie factory. Have a purple plushie factory? Or something? That'd be great. But I'm probably going to have more than one factory. In the system, so I'll have to have different names. Funny thing is that if I go out of town for a day or two, the bed's full. Yeah, no. Let me tell you. I have guest beds in my house. Well, a couple of twin guest beds. And they are full. And when I mean full, I mean they are full. There's more stuffed animals on them than anything else. The tear, it's bad. It's bad. Our bed, not so much. It's like it's got two. My partner sleeps with the Pikachu, and I sleep with the Snorbutt. And just sometimes switch out for like her Niffler or whatever. But yeah. Yeah. I probably will swap out for the Niffler. Sometimes, but nah. Other than that, not a big deal. We just got a bunch of them in the house. And don't even get me started on the stupid pop collection we have. Oh my goodness. We have a ton of pops. It's crazy. Yes. Yeah. It's funny to come up with names for things, for like facilities and all, and then realize that no matter what you choose, someone can take it out of context in a negative way. Which is pathetic. Humans are crazy creatures. Y'all are just nuts. Alright, this is our last drop off. I got like 4. Use them for bookends. Nice. Yeah, there's some really nice pops. I think I have a... I'm not even going to estimate how many we have. I think we're over 100. I know we're close to, if not over, 100 on plushies in the house. It's terrible. Things, I don't have very many of them. I got a couple like from Pokemon or whatever. But my partner, tons of like whatever my partner was into at the time. Bunch of Pokemon ones. There's a bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's running around. There's a bunch of D&D ones. And random anime stuff. For Nintendo droids. Alright. Let's... Actually, you know what? Let's do the planet last. Only because that's going to take us the longest to do. But we'll go do the two relay satellites, drop what we have off for them. And then we'll come back and do the planet fall. And go from there. It'll work for me. Works for me. My drink's out. I got my water. This 10K run is a little annoying, but it could be worse. It could be like 100K. I got lucky because this system is only 10K across. It's only 12K across. From the primary star to the farthest item is less than 12K. And I know some people, there's one star I was looking at, I still haven't marked. I might still have it marked. Let's see. What was in this system? This was one of those that had nothing on the ground, but had some decent space to it. But it had like a water planet and stuff. It might actually be used. It might actually be collected now. I don't know. Once the system breaks up, I'll go back over to that one and see what else it's got. See if it's still open. What's this one? Yeah, see, this was a good one, too. This is a good one. I don't know if it's still available. It might be used now. Some of these were actually pretty nice when I was digging around. I think one of them had like... Yeah, here it is. This is what I was thinking of. It's 5 scoopable stars. There's like 2 little orbits here, 2 here, 1 here, 1 here. And this one here is like 125K out or something like that. But it's actually got some decent, landing planets. It's got a bunch of open ports. It's actually pretty decent. All in all, it's got rings and all. It's got 1 ring and it's got 1 astronauts. This would be a decent system for somebody. But it'd be a pain in the butt to develop. Because everything's so far away. at that 126K. If you had a carrier, it'd be fine. But without a carrier, you'd be just want to shoot yourself. Because it takes so long. And if you do it right, you can pack several small facilities or one medium facility in a single carrier. So it's not bad. What was that other one? There was one more that I had that was still marked as a possible colony site. Yeah, this one. Way back by where I started looking for stuff. This is being colonized now by somebody. This one was nice. This one was pretty nice too. It's got all those rounds and tops. But yeah, that one's currently being developed. It's one of those things. Once I get this system done, like the tourist thing's like the last thing I'm doing. Because I want to get everything else set up. I mean, I'm building like the stuff to build the tourist stuff, but I'm not going to build the tourist locations until the end, or towards the end. I want to get a couple of extractors, a couple of factories, mining, and so on, up and running. And I need an agricultural in the system somewhere. But yeah, once I get everything set up, we'll be good to go. It'll be really easy once we're set up. Alright, well, go ahead, have a good night. I'll see you, yeah. It doesn't affect me much because I don't work tomorrow. I work on Monday, so. The time shift doesn't have any. But I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good night. I'm just going to drop my stuff off tonight, and we're going to head off to bed at that point. Because this one is one of the satellites that are building. And I don't know if this one's going to be landable after it's built. But I'm going to say probably not. Because it's not a facility I think I've ever seen anything like this. Alright, have a good night, Vivi. Like I said, I'm going to be on until I finish doing these drop-offs. Since I got to stop at all 3 stations. And then I'll bottom off for the night. Alright. So one thing I have for them is some aluminum and semiconductors. So we're on Klon. Yeah, we're on Khan. So Khan got some aluminum. 927, and semiconductors are covered. So, semiconductors are covered. Alright. Now, next location is going to be vision. It's probably going to be the other side of this planet. Now, I put these two together just so they'd be easier to facilitate. It made sense to me. Because these two will build real quick. Neither of them's got very much. Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10. So the vision station will take like 10, 12 runs in order to, if I was fully loaded and just doing that one. Con, which one I just left, is about the same. Now the hub, the ground hub, that's a different story. Because that's got 10, 20, 30, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 40, plus the steel. So I'm at 40 and I haven't gotten to the steel yet. And the steel's 10,000. So that's like another 15 runs just for steel. So it's like 50, 60, 50 plus runs for that station alone. And that's not even the big, like, tourist stations that have like 200,000 tons that I have to move around. That's just a silly little ground port. It's fine. Okay, so microcontrollers are zeroed out, and semiconductors are zeroed out. Microcontrollers are zeroed out. Semiconductors are zeroed out. There we go. Now, the last thing we need to do is go back. No, I don't want to. Last thing I want to do. Stop this stuff off. I just wanted to get the complicated stuff out of the way that, I have to go forever to go get. Granted, I got a lot of the little stuff that I have to go, far afield to get picked up and put away. So that'll help. And then, like tomorrow or whatever, I'll start doing the next set of stuff. So that the 2 comm stations are done quickly. Because a lot of that's just real close stuff. Like the aluminum, that's not much, that's a couple runs. Ceramic composites, that's not far from here. Computer components, copper. I've come to an agricultural world to get the food stuffs. Not a big deal. The membranes, I'll have to track down. I forget where I get those from. I think it's the tech one that I have that's, not that far away. And a lot of stuff is like the structural regulators. I can just grab those from a couple different places. Surface stabilizers, I got those from a couple different places. Now the water purifiers, that's the agricultural world. So when I go get the food, I can pick up the water and the water purifiers probably. But yeah, these will come together pretty quick. The hab will take a while. The actual port, that's gonna be probably the longest one to put together of this group. And then we gotta do the agricultural one, which is probably gonna be a longer one because we're doing a large farm. Yeah. And then we'll sink our lives into the port and the first asteroid facility. I need 6 tier 3 boxes. I don't necessarily need more than that. Because I don't know if I'm going to do a second tier 3 space station. And I could do a tier 3 like ground thing. Yeah, but that's just a port. And I'm not doing a large system port. I'm doing a small cargo port. So, yeah, there's not much reason to go after tier 3 things. Though, I might end up having enough tier 3 credits to build multiple tier 3 stations as I'm building out the tier 1s and tier 2s that I need. So I want to do like a tier 2 industrial on the ground. I want to do like at least a tier 2 high tech. But I'm going to need to build at least one security station. Probably going to avoid military. So I might do like a tier 1 military as a an option. I could. I haven't decided yet. Did my camera wonk out? I don't know. No, it's moving. Okay. It's just, for whatever reason, I was staring off into space. And apparently I was just like, doo 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 doo. Not a big deal. But we'll land at this station. And, drop everything off that we picked up. And then we'll move from there. At some point this week, I'm going to check out the outpost and see if it actually has anything other than bio waste. When I docked at it early today, it just had bio waste. But we want to get something a little more than bio waste on that thing. Because that's just bad. It's supposed to be a trade port. It should have made it an industrial port. Or, you know, industrial extraction or something. Rather than trade. Trade was a bad choice. In retrospect. But it's okay. I didn't know. I really didn't know. Okay. Okay, so there's our facility. Gotta come in on this kind of side here. Gotta side eye it. There's my construction site. It's gonna be a little rough to land at, but it's okay. It's a nice sprawling industrial port. I said it's an industrial port, which is gonna help. Because that's what I have to do, an industrial facility, like a hub or something. It's one of the things that'll help by me not having to be redundant with a bunch of stuff. I was thinking a high-tech one and a food. But I want to get the salads out of the way. And then I'll start picking out the next locations. As they work through stuffs. Base facility has been laid out. I just have to get into the rest of the materials. Not a big deal. Come on. Even though this thing is 0% stocked. It's got all these containers and stuff. Transfer all. Alright, so let's go down the list here and make sure everything's right. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Emergency power cells are paid off. Evacuation shelters are paid off. Yes, yes. Don't need those. Liquid oxygen. There it is. Good. Med equipment and non-lethal weapons are paid off. Polymers, correct. I always like to check. Power generators, correct. Semiconductors, paid off. Steel, we know it's not. I haven't even started doing steel transports. Good, 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 good. And the land enrichment equipment is done. And the titanium. Okay, cool. So that takes care of everything that I've transferred. Not too shabby. One load down and only like 67 to go. In any case, anybody who's still out there, thank you for dropping in. It's greatly appreciated, and I will see you next time.